Hi, and welcome to 2020. I've been sitting on this blog idea for, well, probably since I thought about it being 2020. And I thought this time, instead of sitting in front of something that looks, I don't know, astute or academic, I'd hang out where I spend most of my time here at my computer. And behind me, that's the baking station. That's where the magic happens. So I just wanted to share a little piece of my real home and probably a couple of images of dogs walking back and forth behind me, possibly even singing for you. You never know. All right, so I want to talk about 2020 from the perspective of somebody that has survived and is continuing to thrive post-abuse. So the first thoughts that came to my mind, of course, 2020, hindsight, looking backwards. But trauma makes us look backwards all the time. Trauma is something that's kind of always there. It's a piece of our past that never really truly goes away, does it? I mean, it kind of guides most of our decisions, whether we wanted to or not. So 2020 and hindsight, not the theme for the year. 2020 turned on its head, inside out and upside down. 2020 is the year to look forward. It's the beginning of a new decade. It's a time that we can own, we can take it into ourselves, and we can begin to transform who we are by bringing those dreams from the past, 2020 part, into the future and actually making them realities. I know everyone has plans at the beginning of a new year. We all make our New Year's resolutions. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I won't do this. I won't do the other thing. But beyond those are kind of societal tropes that they're not bad ideas. They're just not necessarily original or new ideas. I think 2020 is asking of us this time to really look deep into our souls, look deep into who we are and who we want to be moving forward. I know who I want to be. And I know that some of my dreams are pipe dreams, but they get me through the day on a rough one. And some of my dreams are really attainable. Let's see. Work is going well. I won't have any real complaints about that part of my life. And I've added a new university to my roster because what do I want to be? I want to be retired from the full-time working world so that I can just do adjunct work, but have enough of an income between that and Social Security to live the life I want to live, which is not extravagant. I just want to be able to travel, get in my car and drive and drive and drive and see my friends on my terms, not on the terms of the tour, because I know how to read a map and I know how time zones work. This is the year that I really am planning to do more for myself. It's more than just self-care, and it's more than just trying to not feel guilty every time I go up and buy myself something online, even if it's something that I kind of sort of need, like foundation and concealer and mascara. I want to feel comfortable in my skin. I want this to be the beginning of a time where I'm not looking over my shoulder all the time. I'm not feeling the hypervigilance I felt even 6 months ago. I want to feel confident and know that what I'm doing for myself, for my loved ones, and yes, for my students, because they're a big part of who I am and what I do, and my teammates at the office, the people that I really do care about. I want to know that I'm giving them my best and that I'm showing them the best of who I really am. So I've done something a little bit different this year. Instead of just having our gratitude jar of all the things that we're grateful for that we can read at the next calendar change, this year I've placed into my bathroom in the downstairs powder room, so it's public, a little ceramic jar, or pottery jar rather, that says junk. And in that jar, I'm writing and I'm inviting everyone who visits my home and of course my family to write down all the things they do not want to take with them by the end of the year. And when we get to the next calendar change, all of those little pieces of paper are not going to be read. They're simply going to be burned because we don't need to know what we don't want to take with us. So that's my little twist on something I'm going to do for myself, my loved ones, and hopefully I'll have lots more company this year. I had a tea party a couple of weeks ago and it was glorious and it reminded me of all the reasons why I did them in the past. So I'm going to try to do these quarterly, not because I have to, but because I really want to. Having a tea party for me is just love. And 2020, that's what it's going to be all about. Love. Loving myself, loving my family, my friends, loving what I do, and trying to find something every single day that makes me smile. I hope this is making you smile too. So let's try to blog more often too, Sephora. Yeah, that's on the list of things you want to do. So hopefully more blogs, more sharing, more growing, and less trauma. Have an awesome year, everyone.